And now, another edition of the news you didn't ask for, but admit it, you're starting to like it. Nerd Nation News. Well, hello, my brothers and sisters of the Nerd Nation. I, as always, am Jim, here to bring you another one of our kind of weekly-ish Nerd Nation news. We didn't have one last week because I was getting over being sick and kind of just trying to get back on the horse and catch up with things. So, that is what it is. And then, I get sick very rarely, but I mean, I was honestly down and out. I don't think I was able to record for probably about 6 or 7 days. And that put a big hindrance on things and backed some things up. And so the first thing that I would like to go and I guess talk about and kind of announce is what I had, the announcement that I had made about the NerdNationTV, my other channel, that of course, if you haven't, checked it out yet, feel free to check out the description down below and go over and take a look. Subscribe. It's all TV-based stuff, so it's going to, Walking Dead. We'll have some Game of Thrones stuff up there, and really just as much as time permits. So nonetheless, though, I had a contest, a banner contest for that, and the winner would receive 3 signed pieces of artwork of mine, prints of mine, as well as either the DVD of Season 1 of Game of Thrones, or the digital download, whichever you preferred. So anyway, we wound up having about 4 people in total that submitted banners to me, and a couple of them with multiple ones. But the one that was the one that I liked the most and that kind of most embodied what I was just sort of had a look and feel for was his YouTube username is 725 Tommy G. So congratulations to him. I've already contacted him, and he's picked out his drawings and everything else, and we're going to get those mailed off to him over here today. So definitely thank you all, though, that participated, and everyone who did, create one and send one in. I certainly appreciate each and every one of you and the time that you took, the artistic talent that you put forth, and again, just the time and effort that went into it. So that truly does not go unnoticed, and I do thank you very much. So the next thing I wanted to talk about was some new equipment that I got over here. I'm always doing my best to improve things, and although I am not really good as far as being some kind of video editor and everything else, I'm sort of teaching myself things on the fly, but I'm always looking to improve the overall quality of things. And although I do have a very nice, commanding, radio-like voice, a voice is only as good as the equipment that it's recorded on. So I have a pretty decent microphone and a setup for that. But I wound up going and adding to some things, and I wound up getting a couple of new pieces of equipment over here. The first one here, and this all came today in a couple of different boxes. It's a nice swivel boom arm, actually, that I can attach to my desk over here. And it's, it'll be nice because it actually holds the radial shock mount, which is one of the other things that I have over here. There it is, the radial shock mount for my actual microphone, and it'll make it so I can position it wherever I need to, because I'm going to start doing some different things as well, and also utilizing the TV back there and doing some gaming things and gaming commentary type stuff, and just some of the stuff that I've wanted to do. So ultimately, those things are going to help improve the quality of things, and we're always trying over here at the Nation to improve, to get better, to add equipment, things like that. So I'm certainly excited about that, and when I'm done recording and editing this video, which I wanted to make sure I got up tonight, then I'll start putting those things into play, and hopefully you'll notice the improvement in the sound quality. Now, the other thing that I want to address over here is I record things in batches because of the fact that I dedicate as much time to this as I would to a full-time job, which I have as well. There's only so many hours in the day and in the week, and I have sacrificed time with my family, with myself as far as sleep, and then some of my hobbies. I used to play a lot of video games. That was kind of my relaxing time thing that I would do. I do almost virtually none of that anymore because of what I do with this, and I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. But what some people have to understand is that I am only human. There's only so much that I can do, and I've received tons of different comments, messages, a couple of tweets, messages on Facebook, and all throughout when I was sick, and then after I was sick, some people understood, and it was overwhelmingly positive, but there was a few that were bitching about, well, you missed this day on this, you missed that day on that. I did, and I'm fully aware and conscious of that because I record and edit and painstakingly put all these videos up. I know what I'm doing and I know what I've missed. But the thing that you have to understand is that worrying about if the schedule is going to change or when it's going to get back on track, it's going to do nobody any good whatsoever. What happened is I wound up having some reviews kind of stored up and recorded ahead for Naruto, for Toriko, and even some for Hunter x Hunter. I wound up getting sick. I ran out of the One Piece ones. We didn't have One Piece for 4, 5, 6 days. And then I was just kind of patchworking together other things that I had recorded but not edited yet while I was sick. And I got to a point where last Wednesday or Thursday, I literally would have had no more material at all to put out whatsoever. And then luckily I was well enough by that next day. I was able to record a few. However, I'm still not 100%. Still haven't been able to get back into the full swing of things. And there's a method to my madness, believe it or not. With Naruto, starting up the ending the Land of the Waves arc and starting up what everybody tells me is arguably one of the best arcs in Naruto, being the Chunin exams. I've been told that if you're going to pick up Toriko, you should read the Ice Hell arc. And I don't know why I did that in a southern voice, but that's just what I've heard. The Ice Hell, it's so good. And that's where we're starting up over there, right? Their Century Soup arc, whatever you want to call it. And once I get through the Davy back arc over here, which I know people haven't been very fond of, ultimately One Piece is going to go into arguably one of its best or better arcs in Water 7. Now, as a person who is recording these and reading them, and they're all new to me, but to many of you, they're old. They're chapters. You can go and read them online. Of course, you got to wait for my thoughts if you want to hear what my take is on it. But ultimately, it's not like you're waiting for my review on this week's chapter that came out. You did get used to a schedule that I was putting out, and I will get back to that schedule. However, like I said, it just takes some time to build things back up. It's easier for me to sit down and read a chapter, record, and I like to do it in a sitting where it's 3, 4, 5, 6 chapters of One Piece, or Naruto, or Toriko. You get a little bit more of a picture of the story that way. You get into a groove and a feel for when you're talking about these characters. I remember things better, it seems like, to talk about them. So that is how I do things. So this week, I have been recording Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I've been recording One Piece reviews exclusively. I finished the Davy back arc, and of course waiting now until I release some of these to get into Water 7. But what I'm trying to do is I'm going to release 2 of them a day, all through, from now all the way through the weekend. Or I think it was Monday, actually, will be one of the last days that'll have 2 chapters. So next week we can get back on track, and I can start these 3 powerhouse arcs from these 3 different wonderful series all right around the same time. So be patient with me, please. Everything will be back on track next week. And ultimately, at the end of the day, you're still getting tons of content, tons of material. Nothing's getting dropped. Nobody's getting the shaft anywhere. Just One Piece wound up suffering for a few days over there, almost a week. And now Naruto and Toriko are suffering a little bit. And it's just because I have to go and get things recorded out ahead. And it takes time to do that and to edit them and everything else. So the final announcement that I wanted to make, though, is something I've been excited about for a while now, but wanted to make sure that I was close enough to 100% that I could really fully engage and kind of wrap my mind around it. And that is the announcement that tomorrow, which will be Thursday, March 20th, 2014, at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, I'm going to be hosting a One Piece Skypiea only live stream. And the neat thing is that, and I guess it's not really a catch, but the neat thing is that we had a lot of great debates and arguments and things like that during the Skypiea arc. I felt like it brought out the most in me emotionally, and certainly to date is been one of my favorites, if not my favorite arc. But I would like to invite you, brothers and sisters, those of you that can make it live, and those of you, certainly all I ask is that you have some sort of webcam so you could be in the actual live stream, and then of course a pair of earbuds or headphones. The one thing that I hate above all else, even a crowded Google Hangout or a live stream, is when you can hear the reverberation of everybody's voice echoing through because somebody has their speakers on and is not listening to the sounds through headphones or earbuds. So for those of you that would like to participate, that can make it at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow, Thursday, March 20th, 2014, for the Skypiea only live stream discussion, just go over to my Facebook page, send me a message, let me know 2 things. One, I would like to know, I would like you to throw a topic out there that you'd like to discuss if you're in the live stream or if you can make the live stream. And number 2, I need you to give me an email address or wherever it would be best to be able to send you the invite to the live stream. Now, I don't like to have crowded live streams, so if there is an overwhelming response for it, which there may be, and there's more than 4 or 5 that want to join, we'll just wind up going. Everybody will get a turn. We'll kind of rotate in and out. I'm planning on having it probably go for an hour or two at least, depending on where the topics take us. So, and for those of you that cannot make it or don't wish to participate in it with us live to actually get in the live stream, you're just going to, comment and things like that. Comment in this video down below what some of the different topics are you'd like me to maybe cover. Maybe if it's what a favorite character is, or a favorite chapter, or a favorite moment, or if there's just something in particular that you'd like to see me and whatever guests we wind up having on actually talk about. So I do know for sure though that SMX Wing will be on. He is the gentleman that obviously does all of the descriptions, writes all the descriptions that you have for Naruto, for Toriko, as well as for One Piece, and has been doing those for a few months now. So and I think he'll be a great addition to have on with us. But of course, anybody else who wants to join, as long as you have that minimal amount of equipment, which is obviously a computer with some sort of webcam or some sort of camera capturing device, and of course you're able to put in some headphones, some earbuds, what have you, you'll be good to go. So remember to go over to my Facebook page and just send me a message on there. It's much easier for me to see those. I actually have the notifications for those set to my phone as well, so when those pop up, I see them almost immediately, and then I can respond and I can kind of get a head count. So if you can't make it, don't worry about it. I will put the video up, obviously about a half an hour or so after the live stream ends, and you'll be able to look at it and at your leisure. So as I said though, remember to put in the comments down below if you can't make it, or if you can make it and you just don't feel like participating by being in the stream. Remember to leave me some ideas, some thoughts, some topics, some suggestions for ideas, thoughts, or topics for that live stream. So I'm very excited about it. You should be excited about it as well, because we're going to start doing these for all of the series that I do, Naruto, for Toriko, as well as here for One Piece, Hunter x Hunter, after I think major or significant arcs, and I think it'll be a good time to sit down and discuss things and just kind of get our thoughts and feelings out on the table, and a good way for me to interact with you, so I'm not just talking to a camera all the time. So remember to feel free to hit those thumbs up, the like button, especially on this video, regardless of whether you think I deserve it or not. You can think I'm an asshole, still hit the thumbs up. It's going to help other people see it, so we can have more participants in the live stream while we're live, and we can have more prospective brothers and sisters that want to join that live stream. So and then of course subscribe if you haven't done so already, and we will look forward to catching all of you in the next Fun Nation.
Remember to check me out on my other channel and on Facebook and Twitter as well.